Hello, I'm Ian, and this is my second channel. I just thought I'd tell you my story of what's happened over the last couple of days. This is my backup channel. I just do small 3 or 4 minute rants, but it looks like I'm going to have to convert to this channel now. I have got somebody locally here who's got a vendetta against me. He runs a gun club. In the gun club are 2 police officers. When I was talking to him, which is about 10 years ago, no, 2010, 15, 16 years ago now, wow, it's been going on this long. I haven't done anything. Just plodding along my own sweet little way. Sorry about the light. I'll come over here. Is that better? Now, he was thrown off a farm for shooting without permission, and there was 2 police officers with him, and they all got thrown off. I told the story on Facebook, did not name him, basically saying you've got to make sure you've got permission to be on the ground before you go shooting. I had 2 police officers at my door. Not the guys that were shooting, but their mates. I later learned, if he gets any problems, he sends his mates round, the coppers, to shut him up. Last year, I put a Facebook comment on, and he used one of his sock puppets. He's running 10 sock puppets that I know of. Used one of his sock puppets to complain about me to the police, saying they were offended. Under this new Labour non-crime hate incident thing, it turned into malicious communication as I was looking at 4 years inside. But once again, the copper that interviewed me may have been, I said to the name of the copper to me mate, and he said, he's in his gun club. You can't make this stuff up, I tell you. The second incident, he was shooting in woodland where it's a conservation area where nobody shoots. I shoot in the farms underneath. So I contacted the landowner. Landowner said that he had been in hospital, can't go down, and would I go down and get rid of him? Reluctantly, me and my mate Phil drove round, went to the house, and then walked down through the woods. About 150 yards, I suppose, downhill. What are you doing here? The golf course asked us to shoot here, he says. And I said, well, it's not his ground, is it? The farmer did. So asked us just to step in. I said, well, it's not his ground either, is it? No, piss off. I had a policeman. I videoed the confrontation. The policeman asked for a copy of the video, so I gave him a copy of the video. He rung me up and said, Ian, we'd like to do an interview. Is that all right? I said, yeah, no problem. Thinking that they were going to do the guy for illegally shooting. I got the video. He's got a gun over his arm. He's on ground he shouldn't be on. So I get the policeman come to my door. I didn't know, but I'm now told, you see, we all know each other in the village. I'm now told that this copper was training him in Freemasonry. So he was another mate of his. He says, we're looking at arresting you for harassment. I said, he was shooting illegally and you're going to arrest me for harassment. He was armed trespass, and you're going to arrest me for harassment. Well, he had permission to be there. I said, no, he did not have permission to be there. I gave him the landowner's phone number. I said, just ask him. He will confirm that nobody shoots on the ground, because the guy's anti-shooting. The wood is a conservation area. Not even I'm allowed to shoot on it. Anyway, waited a couple of months, get a phone call. Ian, can you come down for an interview? And I said, well, I'm here, I'm busy, I'm working. Oh, we'll come and see you. We'll be there at 11 o'clock. I said, yeah, it's fine, no problem. Thinking they were going to clear this up. The copper comes with a sergeant now. And he says, we're thinking of arresting you for conspiracy of harassment. That means I'm doing it with somebody else. Well, it's just me on my own. Anyway, I told my case again, and I said, I gave you the landowner's phone number. Did you phone him? No, you didn't, said the copper. Blatantly lied in my kitchen. No, you didn't give me the number. I said, yes, I fucking did. The sergeant saw this, took the copper out into the garden. I don't know what was said. The sergeant came back on his own and said, don't worry, Ian, I will sort this out. A couple of days later, I got a phone call saying no further action. And this is all because of one guy. He's running sock puppets. He used one of the sock puppets to complain to the police about my Facebook post that triggered the 4-month police investigation last year. Now he's complained again. I don't know how, if he did it on his own or if he used one of his sock puppets. I presume he would have used one of his sock puppets. So I get a phone call from Avon and Somerset. We've had a complaint about one of your videos on Somerset News Network. I said, yeah. I said, which video? Never got a reply. What did I say wrong? Never got a reply. You're going to have to stop posting videos. So, on Somerset News Network channel, on YouTube, I have stopped posting videos. But I will tell you what I've done. And I will tell you the truth. I always try and tell the truth. If I had a Bible, I'd swear on it. I tell you. This is Labour tyranny at its worst. Starmer put out a directive when he was the Crown Prosecution Service Director that victims should be believed. And I think this guy knows that because he's friends with the coppers and they're saying, you complain, we got to do something. So they're not looking at him for making false statements or using false names, which is a crime in itself. They're looking at me and trying to have a go at me for something they haven't told me what I've done, and they haven't said which video it is. So I've stopped doing videos on that channel. It's quite simple. And I'll come on here. I just want to know what I've done. What have I done wrong? I have an opinion. People might not like my opinion, but I have an opinion. I support Tommy Robinson. I support reform. Can't become a member of reform because I support Tommy Robinson. I also now support Rupert Lowe and Restore. I'm sort of creeping between the two in a moment. Anyway, sorry, this is only a little short one to explain what's happened to me and why I'm back on this channel. I hope you don't mind. Please like and share my videos and let's see if we can get me viewing figures up. I was only getting 14, 15 views a video on the last one, which is nothing. Because I'm basically blocked on my other channel by YouTube. And I think that's because of Starmer's influence. I don't think it's Starmer personally, but his entourage. Anyway, Ian, Somerset News Network, bye-bye for now.